All right, family, we back. They fucking with me. They fucking with me. They fucking with me. Come on back. Come on back. Come on. Oh man. All right, come on back, man. They fucking with your boy. Good vibes. Peace. 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 Peace, family. Come on back in. I'm gonna let the goddess get back here too. She was spitting too. Big bars, you know. Big bars. Go, go, go. Fig. Peace. Yeah, they fucking with me. It's cool. We'll get a goddess a few seconds to get back on here, and then we'll jump right back in as soon as she comes on. What up, Foxy? Welcome, goddess. Peace, family. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
That was nasty, girl.
Come on back in. Come on back in. Pull up. Tell your people to pull back up too. Peace, peace, peace. Peace. We coming on back in. So let me send her an invite. Let her know we back on here. I sent her an invite. Niecy J, you back? You back? You called me too. I know it's probably on accident. Yo, 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 yo. Come on back. There she is. Hey, they fucking with me. That's all. It's all good. It happens. Hey, when you spit bars, you know, you get that type of shit. I'm gonna bring you right back in, goddess. All right, we back. We back.
Yes.
Do me a favor. Type in your Cash App for me. It wouldn't let me copy and paste it again since I came back. Do that for me real quick.
Okay.
It's cool. Nah, you good, Niecy J? She called me on accident while we was doing live. It's all good. We got the family coming back in anyway. What'd you say?
And what was yours, King?
Just Planet Wiz. I was gonna do it, but that's cool. Planet Wiz, one word.
Oh.
And then I'll pin it. Yeah, that's perfect. Type it in. I'll pin it. And then
Okay.
we get back to work.
Got it.
Let me see. You are beautiful, goddess. Somebody said you are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Good, thanks.
Hey, somebody came on early and said, y'all looking good on here. Yeah, I take that. I take that. I say.
I say. Yeah, we
you know,
shouting from the inside out, you know?
hey, you know, it is what it is. When it's God, it's a different energy when the goddess and the God energy and goddess energy link up. That's real.
Definitely. You know it already.
That's big real. So we were talking about, before we got clicked off, we were talking about how you came into your gift. You said you felt like pretty much from the jump as a young child, you felt like you were definitely tapped in and gifted, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't have, some people, you know, because I know we're all psychic at the end of the day. We're all psychic at the end of the day. Obviously, different people are on different levels. I mean, everybody play basketball, not Michael Jordan. Everybody play not LeBron. So everybody's on different levels with that. Obviously, the more you tap in, the more you can tap into that energy. And I can attest to that because probably over the last 6 to 8 months, I've really been tapping into my psychic abilities. It's been wild.
Right.
Like, it's been wild. Like I could like it's just been wild. It's hard to explain, but it's one of those things when you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
one of those things when you know, you know. So when you first started having those type of experiences, like especially because you said you tapped in at a very young age, did those scare you? Were those experiences like overwhelming, or were you pretty much like, okay, I got this? Or like, how did that work for you when you first started tapping into those energies and into spirits and hearing things and hearing people's thoughts and stuff like that?
I think it was interesting because for me, it was like, as a young child, I had that clairsentient more strong. Like I had just the inner knowing like I just knew things without knowing why, And so I kind of feel like that gave me that extra edge of certain things in my life that played out, and it kind of just worked in my favor the more that I would listen to those inner knowings. But I feel like just as I started to do my work as an adult, within the past 5 years is when I really started to fine tune, when I changed my diet, and when I started to actually do that inner work and purging and releasing and cleansing out all of this stuff, that I actually was able to tap in even more, like in a deeper way. Yes.
So we got you on here. And we don't have to do it now, but I do want to ask. I'm gonna ask you early. Are you okay with? And if you're not okay with doing it with the collective, I'll have you do me. Are you okay with doing a read for the collective at some point tonight?
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay. I think you know what. I
I
think you
keep
know
the
what.
cards on deck now.
They like check. I got some new cards too. I'm gonna let you check them out. I got some brand new ones. They fire. They're like dragon cards, and I've really been tapping into that dragon energy as of late. So like I'm gonna show you those cards, but I've never I've had several readers on here, and I've never like been like, hey, do me a 1-card reading or for me. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna do a 1-card reading too at some point too. I've never done that on here.
Really?
No, I usually get do my own personal readings and things like that. I usually don't put mine on here, but tonight, you know what? I'm feeling froggy. The energy different.
Let's do it.
Got a full moon in Aries tomorrow, so I'm tapping in. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
That's gonna be beautiful. I would love to. And I actually host on every Fridays now for the rest of 2021, free card pool Fridays. So every Friday I go live on my page for everyone who would like to come tune in one day, tap in. I give a free card pool, and for the collective. So whoever wants to come up, you just request the live. I add you up, and we have a good time. So show up, pull up.
Nice, nice. So, all right. So as far as what are some of the things that you really do? What are some of the things that you do when you work with people as far as helping them heal their energy? Is it on the Reiki end? Is it by just talking to people with their problems, or how does that work when you use your ability to help people heal?
Yes. So pretty much, I am, like he said already, a reader. So I have there's where you can get card readings, but aside from that, I offer coaching. So that coaching services is where I go in depth with a person who is looking to heal from something, like they have an intention. And so what we start off doing is we start off with that intention. I like to go in because I do have the ability to actually, tap in to see like root causes of certain things, and also, things that they're blind spots, like being able to get deeper with them so that they can bring things from their subconscious mind to their awareness, so that now we can work with that thing to transmute it and in the body first, and how you process it through like breath work. And like I pretty much coach people through the process of actually connecting with that trauma mentally, because that's where it starts with the mind. You get these stories that this trauma is connected to, right? And then once you are aware of the trauma from a mental level, and not to say that they go in certain patterns or stages, but just give you concept that mentally it comes into awareness for you. That's the important thing, the awareness of it. And then you will feel it in your body, and how I coach people through processing it and doing that deeper shadow work. And as well as like, I have the ability, if they're not someone that's in front of me physically, because I actually have the ability to, like use my hands to really help usher the energy and help them with processing and clearing it from their light bodies. So it's like, it happens in different stages. It's a process. I have to meet people where they are, but definitely we go in depth. We get to the root cause. And most times when people, and this is the interesting thing, there is something as simple that some people need to do. Like, let's say if you got a neck pain or something that's coming up for you right now. Sometimes that pain could be linked to you needing to make the decision to cut someone off. It be tied to things like that. You get what I'm saying? And once you cut that thing or that person off, then now your pain, that energy that was connected to it, can go away. You know what I'm saying? So This is about you connecting with your body. Like your body has its signs and signals. That's where you're going to get those alarms, those cues. That's where you're going to see those manifestations of what is deeper that's happening. You know, so it's about us raising the awareness around whatever it is you're dealing with. And I like to just break it down, because healing is a journey, right? It's never, there's no end point. So you have to just start with where you are. And some people are at different parts in their healing journey. Like, you know, some people are struggling with something more mentally and trying to figure out where, you know, how to actually clear that. And, you know, I also deal with, to me, it's getting down to the entities. You feel me? You know, and it's like, that's how people are not strong enough to go that level with the shit, toe to toe. But let me tell you something about me. I look my demons dead in their face. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at them like,
You got to. It's you. It's you. It's you. You feel me? It's you though. Like, we really got to start embracing that dark side. I mean, because it's you. Like, at the end of the day, you got to really look into that. And I one of my good friends, Guy's Risk, I'm not sure if you know who he is, but he just did my show last week, and we were talking about like sex alchemy and tantra and those type of things. And one thing he says all the time is, he's like, devil, get behind me. Basically, like, get behind me and walk with me. Like, you ain't leading me. I know who you are, but get behind me. You feel me? Because you're going to walk with your boy. You ain't going to take over. So we really, because, you know, everything is balanced. And we got to really start tapping into that dark side, you know, because that's where the magic happens at. That dark, everything everything that's made, that everything is made in the darkness, you know, especially when it comes to us, you know, the cosmos, everything is made in the darkness. So we really got to start tapping into that dark energy, embracing it, and doing the shadow work. We got to really start doing that shadow work, because it's very important. And a lot of times we run away from it, but I always tell people, like, look, it's you, it's your ass. So look yourself in the mirror and do what you got to do, period.
Exactly.
Period.
But, you know, and that's the thing. Like, not everybody has the strong will, you know. And that's where you meet people who have broken spirits, or, you know, weak spirits, and that's how you become susceptible to energy, vampires and leeches and parasitic energies, because, you know, you have yet to tap into that strong will. You know, and that's where you can rely on someone who may have already accessed that level to be kind of usher you through that journey, you know. So that's pretty much what it is, you know, being that medium for people to tap into their own potential and their own personal power and inner authority. You know, we are all self-healers. We are all here to heal ourselves. I'm just here to give you the tools to help you get there, you know, for those who are not yet where they want to be with that thing.
That's it. Now, I heard you mention something about breath work, and I'm a big, like, just like I talk about energies all the time and frequencies, I'm big on breath work as well too, because I realize, you know, breath is everything. Breath work is everything. Breath, spirit, that's what it means. That's what. There's God's Risk right there. The one I was just telling you, that devil get behind me. Devil get behind me. That's him. He just came in. But anyway, what's up, God's Risk? Peace, God. But yeah, breath work is everything. If you can kind of talk a little bit about breath work, if you don't mind, because I know a lot of people, because the reason I want you to talk and tap in on that is because if people understood and overstood how important breath work is, it'll change their life, period.
For sure.
Especially when it comes to like meditation, when it comes to anything, breath work is that important, and it's that serious to where if you tap into it and focus on it, it can change everything. So what are some of your favorite breath techniques that maybe you work on personally? And then what are some of the breath techniques that you share and work with some of your clients?
Yes, God. So, you know, with breath work, like he was saying, like, that's pretty much life. You know, that's how we are even here. If you don't have your breath, you transcend it, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, the importance of breath work is that it actually helps you to alchemize. You know what I'm saying? Like, it turns that lower energies or anything, like, you can transmute energy with breath. And, you know, a lot of times most people are breathing very shallow. you know, because they're dealing with stress and they're tense, and so, you know, that shallow breathing is really creating this fight or flight response. Like it's got your nervous system just in reactive mode instead of responsive, you know. And we're not meant to live in this fight or flight state constantly, consistently. You know, that's something that you go into for emergency, and then you clear your energy and come back to homeostasis, which is balance. So, you know, that's what breath can do. You know, when you can start breathing and getting into your body, when you're connecting with your body with breath, it brings you to the present moment. It brings you back into balance. And so that's the gist of it, so that you can be in the present moment to feel what it is that you're coming up for you. Because if you're not feeling it, you're avoiding it. You know what I'm saying? And anything that you're avoiding, it's just you're creating a karmic loop. So it's going to cycle back around, because you have to understand we're here to learn the lesson. The lesson, you got to learn the lesson regardless. Like, that's just what it is. So, you know, if you have
keep
to,
coming back.
right?
Different people, different beings.
It don't matter. You know, it's gonna keep showing up. So it's about you understanding that you're gonna have to face that guy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to face it. So, you know, essentially, you know, I just teach my clients, you know, how to get into breath work with, like, for example, like one technique is like the fire breath. You know, that's a very transformative breath.
Dragon, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's very transformative, because you can really clear a lot out of your energy, like, you know, and bring you back into a space where, like, you've alchemized that stuff, and you can turn that into potential. Like you talk about the shadow work, that shadows energy, that stuff that you healing, that's potential energy. All of that, you just transmuting that energy and circling into something else, creating it, creativity, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just about you understanding how to do that. And so, like you said, the fire breath is the breathing in and out fast, in through your nose, out through your nose, or, you know, it's just different techniques, and it's very transformative. I recommend everybody look into breath work.
Absolutely. And I've demonstrated it a few different times on several different lives. We did just have one come in and ask you to demonstrate it. We could do it together. It doesn't matter. Also, Ancient 11. I'm not sure. Can you see the questions on the screen?
I don't actually see anything moving. Like, it's like it's stuck on questions.
Okay. Well, Ancient 11 said, "Can you demonstrate remote healing?"
Remote healing?
That's what she said. Can you demonstrate remote healing?
So when I do remote healing, see, and to me, it's very, like, I go in depth. So I can't just on the spot. What I like to do is I like to work with an intention with someone, and then I actually put them into, you know, we go into a meditation, and then that actually allows us to be synced, so that we can then be connected and be able to do that work. But yes.
All right. Somebody said response couldn't be shared, so I'll just ask it. Good Vibe says, when you came into your abilities at a young age, did you feel energies around you unseen?
Yes, I definitely felt energies around me unseen. And even to this day, of course, but just in the today is more of a way that I don't, as a child, when you're coming into these gifts and abilities, now you got to remember, like, there was a period where this part was shut off, because, you know, you lose yourself. You forget who you are. That's the hero's journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so it's like I still had that inner guidance, that inner knowing that I would work with, but these other parts that I started to sense, like spirits and energies and things like that got more intense as I started to cleanse my field and my body from toxins, and heal, you know what I'm saying, and do my shadow work, and just confront that darkness, you know. So it's a process. It's a process.
Okay, so they're asking us to demonstrate fire breath. You want to do it together?
Oh yes, we can definitely do that.
Got to get your mind right. Get that Stevie Wonder on, get your mind right.
So listen, since you ushered in fire breaths many times, go ahead and usher us in.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and have everybody, if you can, get into maybe like a sitting down position, if you can. If you really have the ability, maybe to shut the lights, dim them down a little lower or something like that. Since we're gonna demonstrate, we're gonna go ahead and go all the way in, so we can have you guys feel this effect. Now, what I will say is, I do want to. I'm gonna do a light one for the first time, because if you've never done this type of breath work before, you could feel possibly lightheadedness and things like that, especially if you're really taking all the air into your rib cage and blowing it all out. So what we're gonna do, all it is basically just fast breaths, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And what I do personally, I usually do either reps of 50 to 100, and that's like one set. So what we'll do, for time's sake, let's do 20.
Yes.
We'll do 20. We'll do 20 breath works, fire breaths, whatever you want to call them, dragon breaths. We'll do 20. So what I do is I'll close my eyes and I'll inhale real slow. I'll demonstrate it slow first. But I'm gonna be doing it a lot faster than that. All right. So that was just kind of a slow motion, just to kind of give you guys an idea. But make sure you do. I do want you guys, before you really start diving in and tapping in on this breath work, I want you to do a little bit of research on it as well too, so you can kind of see what resonates and works for you best. And because it's an amazing experience once you really tap into it. So we'll go ahead and do 25. We'll do 20. Cool. I'm gonna close my eyes a little bit and we'll get to work. So let's go ahead and inhale.
See, I like to do my nose in mouth, like in, out, like.
Oh yeah. You see, face is best. Word research, no doubt. So that's just like a quick example of how fire breaths work, or how dragon breaths work. Whatever, either way you want to call them. Some people say them either ways, tomato. But that's just a quick example of how breath works work. What I can tell you guys is when I really start tapping into that breath work, that's really when my meditations went next level.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's when they really went next level. That's when I really started like traveling the dimensions and start flying in my meditations and seeing vivid ass lights and just going wherever I wanted to go. For real.
That is so lit.
Yeah. Just pretty much traveling and going wherever I wanted once I really focused on that breath work and got that right. So just for anybody that's maybe struggling with meditation, I'm gonna encourage you to definitely start focusing on that breath work, and that should be able to help you get there. And I got some other examples too of some other breath works that can breath activities that can help you with your meditations, which we'll touch on a little bit later. But do you have any other breath works that maybe you share with your clients or that you do personally to help you with your meditation as well?
Oh yes. So like another good one is like when you are breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose, but with a more in sync with the inhale, you're going and you're filling your belly up, like you're making your belly fatter. Let me see if I can demonstrate. Like when I'm inhaling, I'm like filling my belly up. And then when I'm exhaling to release, I'm drawing all the air out. So with that breath, when you're doing that, this is how you start to get into your parasympathetic system, the nervous system, where you're actually being able to feel when you start to bring your nervous system out of that defense mode. Mm-hmm. And start to come into more of the parasympathetic system, where you're starting to feel more of what is in your body, and you're getting in tune and start accessing those pains or ailments or anything that is coming up. You start to feel that come up for you to process and release it. And so I teach the releasing breath is when you're feeling that it's come up to your throat for you to like let go, that you blow out through your mouth to release, like but maintaining inhaling through your nose. So it's a
I say
That's important, like for processing trauma
absolutely.
and yeah, like different things that our body's storing.
Absolutely. It's another one. It's just a real simple technique. It really helps me as well too, to where and this is for everybody. I'll inhale for 10 seconds, inhale for 10 seconds, hold it, and then I'll blow out for 10 seconds.
Yes.
At a time. Inhale 10.
Love that. As a matter of fact, I
Blow
don't know
out
if you
10.
guys have heard of this little thing. Let me see. I
Look
had
like
got it.
a dog whistle.
It does, right? But this is what this is designed to do, and I have it on as a necklace. But when you blow into it, you actually are. It helps you to blow out 10 seconds. You know, like naturally, like, and it helps bring out that. And this is to help you, like when you're breathing out. Just to elaborate on what you're saying, God. For 10 seconds, it's like you're actually releasing as well, like you're getting out energy that is stuck and trapped, and you're transmuting in that carbon, and you're activating that melanin. Like all that stuff is just really just alchemy. It's we have all of the tools within us. We just have to understand that this is about us getting the knowledge and the understanding and start implementing into our actual hygiene, our spiritual hygiene and daily routine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you share with the family, because I know you work with energy a lot, can you share with the family some different techniques to be able to protect their energy? Because what I'm realizing is, you spoke about earlier, you touched on it, where we said energy vampires, people out there trying to, steal your energy. The light tracks everything. So that means
Yes.
bullshit too. It attracts
There you go.
everything. So can you share with the people some examples on how to protect their energy, especially like if they're in like a large crowd and things like that?
Yes, for sure. And that's so important. I'm glad you brought that up because, what you will want to do when you're protecting your energy, number one, as many techniques in doing so. But the number one thing is you are the tool, so all you have to do is set an intention. So what I like to do is, I would like to imagine a light around me, like a bubble. It could be gold, violet, white light, whatever, but purple, it's just whatever your intention is behind it. But I like to envision this light that's shielding around me, and it's protecting me from any outside forces, lower energies that does not align with love and light, and I also like to imagine like several layers. Like sometimes like it depends on if I'm going out, like you said, a big crowd, like I'm gonna have the gold layer, white layer, like I'm imagining all this thick layers of light around me, right? And then I add this crust, like I also add like this crust on the outer layer to repel any outside energies that wants to try to penetrate my aura. And that's one way, but you can do that on the spot wherever
Talk
you
to
are.
me about this crust. Talk to me about the crust. I'm interested in the crust.
You need that crust.
What's up with the crust? I need to tap into the crust.
You feel me? But think about it, like when you have that extra exterior layer that's covering the light, you know what I'm saying? You add that crust layer on the outside of your bubble,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It helps, like that layer intention for me, I just say to repel off any knock them back, you know what I'm saying? Don't even let them come through.
We gotta crust them out here in 2021 and 2022. Put that crust game on them.
You feel me?
Nah, that's not. I'm gonna be honest. That's the first. Like I've heard about the bubble, different people using the bubble, but I've never heard anyone say anything about the crust. So that's pretty interesting.
Right. Yeah, try it out. See how it works for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, good vibes said, not crust them. Yeah, we crusting them. we crusting their ass in 2022. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah, we go get our crust game on. So, do you do? Oh yeah, let the family know how to connect with you. Please let the family know how to connect with you. How to let them know exactly everything you do. How because I'm sure obviously you do things that with individuals that aren't in person as well too. Correct? If you kind of share how you do that. Obviously what you do in person, but then also what you do as far as online and stuff like that. Because I know sometimes people may not be able to get to you, but they still can use and benefit from your services and your gift.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. So, what I offer, like I said, I offer tarot readings, but with that reading, it also comes with, because this is how I view it. You know, when we're tapping into higher frequencies, higher levels of consciousness, we have the ability to shift people's perspective just by thought alone. My voice, my communication is healing. So a lot of times when I'm speaking to people in their readings, they're getting codes, light codes and transmissions that's coming through from divine source, what I'm saying? And so this is activating people. So I'm really an activator. I activate people to their next level, to those, and I also provide from higher source, that connection, those actual words to make it clear to people what it is that they need to do. A lot of times people are stuck in a place of uncertainty, and that happens, especially when you have yet to understand why you're going through certain things. Perspective alone would shift you to that next timeline, that next dimension.
Yes.
And so when you're getting readings with me, just know that it's something that is definitely different. I don't know, I just feel like it's different in the essence that the light codes, the downloads that I receive and channel through for you specifically is definitely divine. You know what I'm saying? And those readings, especially one-on-one, it's very in depth. They go in depth. We get to the depth, the nitty gritty. We get to the nitty gritty of the thing. Okay. So, a lot of times when I, do readings on my live free pool readings, I don't use those intensive decks for people. I just do some lighter ones because I don't want to put people out there in that way, but just to say that. But so, my readings, I also have the coaching. Like I said, that program is 6 to 8 weeks, just depending on how long a person needs when it comes to, their process. And again, we go in depth with that as far as like people that have wanted to heal from certain ailments in their body. Like I've healed my body from parasites. Like I've had parasites in my body, and most people have them and don't realize it or know it, but.
Were you eating meat? Is that why?
Yes, I used to eat meat, but I don't anymore, But
Yeah,
yeah.
I know you don't now. I was just wondering when you mentioned parasites. I was wondering, that's typically an indication that of meat eaters.
Right, exactly. And a lot of people are meat eaters. So again, that goes to say a lot of people have them and don't know it, and they're wreaking havoc because a lot of people have these diseases like lupus, Crohn's, and these they call them mystery illnesses and such. Like a lot of those are linked to parasites. It's parasitic diseases, but because the medical industry, the health industry, does not actually look into parasites like they do bacteria, virus, or fungi. They're not testing you for parasites. And most times when you do get tested for parasites, they're not finding them. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll do a stool test or something, and then they're like, "Oh, we haven't found," because
Because
it's
they don't
so
give a
many
shit.
types.
Because
It's
they don't
so
give.
many types. They don't give a damn. But it's so many types of parasites. So if you're testing for a tapeworm and somebody has a loopworm, then you're not gonna find. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to detect parasites. So with that being said, helping people to understand how to detox their body as well physically. Like I've been through all of those stages in my own personal journey that I can help usher somebody through their own healing of certain diseases. So it's very in depth with that, my coaching. But yeah, I also offer that. So yeah, and also to add, I just got affiliated with sanitary napkins, like women who are on their menstrual cycles or whatever. We talk about our wound health. We got to take care of our wound. We got to make sure we using organic products even near our wound. You know what I'm saying? So I teamed up as an affiliate with this company that offered the best sanitary napkins I've ever come across. And so, also offering that for people to, tap in, because we need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves inside and out.
Sure. I'm glad you brought that up, especially men. You guys have the yoni steam. A lot of guys don't know much about the lingam steam. Like that's something that we need to start tapping into as well too. Tapping into lingam steams, anus steams. For instance, me, like I'm a nudist by heart. So, anybody that knows me, I'll tell them it just is what it is. That's the natural state. I don't give a shit. But
Same.
You feel me? It is what it is. But like one little tip, like a lot of people, especially men, but both. Like for instance, it's starting to get a little colder now, but like in the spring and in the summer, I'm in my backyard. I'm getting my new thing on,
The
and
sun.
oh yeah, I do so much solar work. Like I'm sun guy, really. I do a lot of solar work, but I like to let my root area get hit by the sun as well too, because that's important.
That's
Because
what I'm talking about.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
a lot of people, especially men, it's very rare that we let the sun actually hit our root area, like with nothing clothing it. I mean, nothing covering it, and that's very important. Like very important. Just like
Yeah.
sun gazing and grounding and earthing and meditation and all that as well. Like that's very important. So since you brought that up, I just thought I would throw that little health tip out there for men. We got to start getting our root areas in that sun, and we got to start lingam steaming as well too, for sure. Are you familiar with lingam steams?
I actually have heard of it. So I'm thankful you brought it up, and I've also, know about the sun. Putting your thing.
Oh yeah,
Tune it up.
you gotta let that. Hey,
Sun.
you gotta let that sun recharge that root area. Like that's important, and like it's very important for women too. It's very important. It's something that
Because here, I'm gonna give you a breakdown on that now.
let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
See, the reason why that area is so important, that area that's right between that skin, that's like between the let's say your genitals and your rectum or whatever, that skin is where we actually absorb life. We absorb life force energy, that it comes through to that penile muscle. You know what I'm saying? And so when we squeeze that muscle, that helps you to get sun to it, all that stuff, that helps you to absorb the life force energy. See, you got to look at yourself as a bank owner. You are a bank owner. Your energy is your currency. And so your life force, you have to be sure that you're charging your battery. Just like you charge these phones around here, you plugging them up in the power and you plug on the wall. You got to make sure that you are actually plugging in as well, meaning you got to charge your battery, making sure you're staying on full, because if you're not, you're depleting yourself. You're depleted from life force energy, and you're wondering why you don't have the energy to create. You're wondering why you're tired. You're wondering why you're stressed, because we're always absorbing energy all around us. So it's important for you to pour into yourself every day. You have to build your life force energy. So that's what we're really speaking on today.
Absolutely. My guy said the Gucci.
Yes.
That's true. That is true. The Gucci area.
Yeah.
It's also important that you brought up, especially for males, when just like women, how you guys do your since we're talking energetic and talking healing and things like that. You know how women do Kegels.
Mm-hmm.
Guys can do the same thing with their anus.
Yes, because you need to absorb that energy. Like what you gotta realize, you're absorbing energy through these chakras. You know what I'm saying? You like drawing it up through that area. That's where it comes into your body at.
Yep. And that helps build like the prostate and all those things. When they say when guys get 40 years old or whatever, you're supposed to start getting like your prostate checked and all that stuff. But doing those Kegels, quote unquote, with your anus can help all of that. And obviously eating right and things like that as well too. But that's just another tool to be able to arm you with out there, just to be able to help you. Everybody, I'm on live right now, and he's still calling me. He's still calling me. He know I'm on live. He just talked to me, and he knows I'm on live. But anyway, yeah. So I love when we are here ping ponging and just throwing out health tips, because that's what this is. Everything starts with the thought. We got to start elevating that melanated mindset as a collective, because if I win, you win, we all win, and that's how I feel.
I
all start practicing these. Let's all start bringing back these ancient practices. We got to all start tapping into our vessels and start tapping into electric foods and live foods and all those things. And that's what this type of stuff is for. So I'm glad you actually brought that up.
Yes. Good thanks.
Absolutely.
So I can't see any of the questions or anything. What is the
let me see. Oh yeah, guys, if you do, because some people did put some questions up earlier. If you guys do have questions, do me a favor and put them in the Q&A section like we do. That way we can answer those questions accordingly, so I don't have to go all the way back up and try to find them. So I'm looking right now until we start getting them in the Q&A. Let me see. In the sea of darkness, we are the beacons. These are just people making comments. Balance, vibrations, family, fuego. I think we might be good. Blessings. I'll try it. Okay, here's one. Somebody just put one in there when I said it. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Pink Louie, you still can't see the questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Pink, no worries. Pink Louie says, what should we do? What should we be doing to prepare for the new moon and Aries? Ooh, that's a great question.
You talking about this full moon in Aries that's
Mm-hmm.
coming tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I believe what you should be doing in full moons every time is focusing on what you need to release. I don't recommend. I mean, you always manifesting, but when you focus on the full, like typically what I do on new moons, I focus on what I would like to draw in, manifesting, what creating. And then on the full moons, I focus on releasing. So a lot of different things I like to do. I'll do a salt bath, a spiritual bath. But most times, a quick, easy way to focus on that, just to not make it all of a big deal, is you can just write out on a piece of paper whatever it is that's on your mind that you need to release, whatever you need to get out, fold it up, burn it. Oh my God. Most transformational. It's those simple things, which is, it's all about your intention. Just know that, this full moon in Aries is going to bring about a lot of changes. A lot of things is shifting. I know you guys may have felt like, things were a little on pause, like there's not much changing out on the outside, but you're experiencing a lot of internal shifts, and you're wondering, like, when is that going to catch up? But you can expect after this full moon, once this full moon passes, and we just got out of Mercury retrograde, things are going to start to pick up again. Things are about to start moving, so you can be prepared, because everything that you've been reviewing and reassessing and rearranging during that time before this full moon, just expect for those things, those seeds you've been planting, to start taking off, like right after, because this moon is full of fire, like in Aries, and Aries is also deals with war, so you may be coming up against things that, cycles that are finally completing, things that probably kept coming open, they're finally done. And you can probably feel it too, like, okay, this is the final one with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you can expect some very, for sure, closures in this full moon as well. Like things are coming, to an end. And as I say that, it's 10-10. So, completion.
There it is, alignment, baby.
Wow.
So what I would say, just to veggie back that off of that a little bit, and I'm not going to add much to it because that was beautifully, beautifully articulated. What I would say is, just remember, there's no, especially for individuals that are new and they're just now starting to try to manifest or tap into the full moon and new moon energies. Just remember, there's no script. There's not one thing that you have to do. You have to do it this way. You have to do it that way. Remember, at the end of the day, like the goddess just mentioned, it's all about your intentions. It's all about your intentions. And it's also all about what resonates with you, the individual, personally. Because what works for me may not work for you. What works for the goddess may not work for you. What works for your cousin may not work for you either. So remember, it's all, never like compare your journey to anybody else's. Just make sure you do what resonates with you, and then you'll have a lot more success with whatever you're trying to do, because your intuition, you won't lie to you. I tell you that your intuition will never lead you the wrong way. So always going to steer you where it needs to do, what works best for you as the individual. So always keep that in mind as well. I don't, sometimes people think, well, I got to sit down and meditate in the lotus position, or I got to do, no, there's no right or I don't want to say no wrong way, but there's not one specific way to do these type of things and these type of rituals. And if you need help with certain rituals and things like that, obviously you want to get, consult some help with some people that have been doing those type of things. But just remember, do what works best for you as an individual. Don't try to compare or do what everybody else is doing, because when you do that, you get away from yourself. And remember, everything is an inside job at the end of the day.
Ashe, ashe.
So you did have a question here. I've been feeling with my mother. All right, so somebody said, what's a good ritual to do for a loved one on a full moon?
You know what? I was just saying, like you were saying before, just stating intention. Um, I really want to just say though also that um, you know, we can wish our loved ones well and all those things, but a lot of times we don't understand why certain things are playing out for them in their experience because that's their unique experience. So we can wish and hope for something to change for them, but it's at the end of the day, they have to work through their own karma. So we have to just get into a place of non-judgment and acceptance as well to a certain degree and just send people our love sometimes, you know. So that's what I would say.
I said to that. He said she's sick. Yeah. Just
Ah,
pouring in
yeah.
that positive energy, that love
Mm-hmm.
energy, that love frequency, you know, that you as a magical being have the ability to share, especially with using your intentions and really tapping into that. And I agree with the goddess. That will probably be the best way to be able to do something like that for a loved one that's actually sick. And
Yeah.
obviously, you know, you can pray as well too and do those type of things. Not the way that we've been taught to. We all understand that. Everybody on the show that follows knows not that type of way. We're
Right.
not gonna tap into that energy today, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's just like this right now, just having a conversation with the Most High. So
Yeah.
don't forget that. You can always throw that in there as well too.
Yeah, and speak and speak to them in energetically and as if you're having a conversation with them, but just speaking life into them. Because sometimes, you know, they may be feeling like their will is not as strong to fight sometimes, and we can just speak life into them energetically and help them build that strength up, you know. So that's
I say,
another.
I say good vibe says, what are some good ways to learn how to use our natural abilities? I've always felt them. I just didn't understand them at the time.
I would say it'd be best for you to start to get curious about them and just start acting on them to exercise them because that's the only way you're going to learn more about them. The more that you start to use them, you know, the more that you start to follow that nudge, the more you start to do whatever sounds crazy. You may look crazy or sound crazy, but just if you do it without any judgment and just go with it, I'm sure it's going to start to reveal more and more to you, and you'll develop a relationship with your gifts to where you're not looking at it separate from you. You know, you see it as an extension of you, and you start to utilize it in a more empowered way.
I shaded that. Hold on. Got something else coming in. Boom. I bought some cards myself. Okay. So let me see. Let's you mind breaking out the cards right now?
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's I felt the shift like, hey, let's get to some cards.
Let's get
Let's
to it.
let's, let's toss some cards around.
Let's see what decks am I led to grab.
How many
Okay.
decks do you have?
Currently I have about 15.
15?
Um, Adding more to my collection more and more is so interesting. I'd be led to them, and boy, I know it. I have it.
Let's get it. Yeah, I'm excited about this because
So
I felt your energy, and when I was on your page one day, so I'm excited about this. Let's get to it.
what you felt? What
I'm
you
gonna leave it
felt,
at that.
King?
No, good. It was all good. Just light, genuine type energy.
I'll say.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to tap into this with you.
Yes, let's see what comes up for you, King. So, would you like for it to just be like whatever spirit brings up at this time? Like, there's no specific
Yeah, let's do that.
question.
Yeah, let's do it like that.
All right, cool.
And then we'll go ahead and I will let you tap in with the collective for a little bit.
Okay, perfect. All right. Let's see. We got Leon here. Give thanks to Leon. Leon, tap in. Okay, Spirit. What would you like for Leon to know? And look, I got my deck down here. Put it up for you guys. I'm shuffling. Are you feeling relaxed right now? I want you to breathe. Give me like 3 deep breaths.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm always present.
Yes. Yes. Good. I felt that. That was a good one.
Yeah, that last one was good. I felt that one too.
Good. I show you. And I'm gonna pull an oracle card. 1 second from my other deck.
Okay.
Give thanks. Give thanks. What would you like to Leon to know, Spirit? Okay.
Good vibes. I am in Aquarius, so that's pretty dope that you said that. We'll tap on that.
So, what we have here, I got 2 cards pulled. So we have the King of Pentacles. And he's so dapper. Okay, then. Clean cut, you feel me? And the 7 of Swords. Okay.
Talk to me.
Talk to you. So what I'm feeling here is with this King of Pentacles energy, like you are stepping up as a leader, of course, as we see clearly, you know, but this step up here is to another level. This is like you've been getting this inner feeling and knowing that, okay, I got to accept more responsibility. So I got to step outside of what I'm comfortable, you know, doing. So whatever this is, like Spirit is pulling you more and more out in a way that you've never have been before, and it's going to stretch you beyond your limits. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get you to that next level that you see for yourself. And so with this King of Pentacles energy, what it's asking for you to clear, like even around this, surrounding this full moon, is doubting yourself.
Really?
It's like if you feel like, okay, how can I, like, it's almost like you feel like, how can I get it done? Like, not in the essence that you don't think you can, but it's like you're wondering how, or you're using too much of your mental, your logic to try to get you those answers. And Spirit is just asking for you to trust. It's just asking you for you to surrender. Because with this 7 of Swords here, it's like, you know, you're leaving some things behind. And maybe that's something that you are been processing these past few weeks or months or however long, that, you know, okay, I really got to let this go. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that is. And so with the my oracle cards here, I got 3 cards. I'm going to show you each one of them. This one is the Universe.
Those cards are beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Good, thanks. Then we have the Explorer. And then we also have Patience. I'm trying to get that glare out. Sorry, people. So what we have here with the Universe card, what this is saying here is that the world is in your hands, King. So it's about you horning in on that energy, getting focused, cutting out any distractions, because it's like you're getting all these ideas and it's requiring you to ground yourself more into this. It's like, because you're tapping into some very, very high frequencies is what I'm seeing. Like your frequencies, it's like it's all up in the crown and third eye and throat, but it's like Spirit is asking you to ground it more in your root here. Like, and I'm just pointing on the card, but I'm just, you know, the correlation of the root chakra down here.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, it's asking you to ground more in your root chakra, because once you ground that root, this is what's gonna bring that stability that you're needing to actually bring this vision forth. You know what I'm saying? And so with the Explorer card here, it's showing that you've already been given the direction, which direction to go. You already know where to go, what to do, how to do it. You've already got it. Like, it's almost like I'm seeing it written down somewhere or some shit. Like, you already got the plan. And right now it's just you being patient. You're waiting on that nudge, that inspired action to move on it. You know, but in the meantime, while you are waiting, it's just requiring you to get grounded, because once you're grounded, that's when that shit is gonna pop.
Thank you. I say it resonate. Definitely.
Good. Ashe. So I'm gonna let's see what this collective energy is. Thank you, King, for allowing me to read you.
I typically don't do that. I've never really done it on the live like that, but it's all good.
How you feel about that?
A lot of it made sense. It was definitely a lot in there that resonated, especially the patient part. I definitely know the plan. I already know what the plan is. Spirit team and my guys have definitely been on me about that. So like because like I told you during the pandemic, when I first started figuring this out, I just came to them like, why the fuck am I here? I'm just being honest.
Okay.
I'm here. Like, I'm like, look, just like that. And they start unraveling and showing me this shit. I'm like, why did I ask this shit? But I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's a massive purpose. Like, it's massive. So yeah, it's massive. We're gonna talk. It's like, so
big deal.
Yeah,
big deal.
For sure. I'm excited about it. But yeah, definitely resonated, and yeah, it did. It really did. Even down to the doubt, because I wouldn't say that I like just doubt myself per se, but you know, as big as massive as it is sometimes I may be like, well, how can I get this part done, and who do I need to connect with this, and you know, so we are spirits having human experience. So every once in a while, you know, we'll start swimming in our ideas and thoughts and shit. So like you said, sometimes I got to get back into meditation mode or ground and clear my thoughts and just get back to keeping the main thing.
Ashe. Listen, I definitely can resonate with the same, you know, like as we're getting called higher and higher, it's like it's requiring us to tap in a whole new way.
Yes. And as far as the energy and the spirit, like the energy, it's some stuff I got to share with you. And I've talked about it on the show at times, but like I've unlocked some powerful energy, like Super Saiyan mode. Like, you familiar with Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, Super Saiyan mode. Like, and when I say that, that's no joke. Like, well, we'll talk.
Yay.
Like crazy.
That's dope. It'd be that intense. I already know. I already get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like you said, we're gonna chit chat about it.
For sure. Absolutely.
All right, so I got the shuffle here for the collective energy. Collective. What's up?
What up?
What's up out there? So the first card I pulled here was love.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something. I'm actually pretty impressed with this spread because the next card I got was happiness.
Hey.
I got adversity. And then I also got at the bottom of the deck, I got peace, which is interesting because it seems like a lot of people are coming into some type of unions. There's going to be a lot of love. There's going to be, I don't know, maybe it's the energy that's on this live or what per se, but some people are actually tapping into some love energy, whether that's you tapping in self-love, you're starting to channel that energy towards yourself. You're filling yourself up with more of the things that you have been missing. You know, it's almost like a lot of us has gotten a wake-up call these past few months, like, hey, this is no longer working. So a lot of you may have experienced some deep sadness and grief from things that you may have lost. But what this is saying here is that happiness in joy and peace is coming in, because you went through this adversity, this challenge. It was there for you to actually grow. This was here for you to actually look at it from a new perspective. A lot of times you were probably doubting, or probably even feeling like you didn't know where this was leading you. But Spirit is saying with this Chariot card here that you're moving in a fast direction. Things are moving fast, and you're going to be going towards your peace. A lot of you are moving towards peace. You're choosing peace. Whereas before you may have made old choices that was choosing more toxicity or chaos. So this is pretty interesting read, especially, you know, I'm happy to see it, honestly. If any of this resonate with y'all, like, let us know in the comments, because, you know, when you think of collective energy, you think of stuff that's really heavy, but to see that this energy is light right now, like that speaks to the volumes of the work that the collective has been doing. You know, whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it, because that's really speaking. That's really speaking. So to encourage you, like, you're on the right path. For those of you who may have been struggling lately, you're about to get some breakthroughs. Like, things are actually about to open up. So just know that whatever it is that you've been working through, it's all aligning for your highest good.
I show you. I received that. I received that. I see some of the family coming in saying they love it and they received that as well.
Yes, Ashe.
Come the hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, here come the hearts.
Yes, Ashe. That's lit. Because, I mean, I see, like, a lot of people, it's like you've been working on grief. Like, have any of y'all been experiencing such heavy sadness or just loss? Like, that's it seems like a lot of people are experiencing heart chakra openings. Like, a lot of you are working on your heart area. You're embodying more compassion, and maybe this is more towards yourself. I don't know if you've been hard on yourself lately, but it's very much like you're opening your heart more, and it's like these challenges had to happen in order for your heart to crack open.
Have you ever, speaking of heart, have you ever had something like called like a heartgasm?
Yes. Oh my God. Like, was crying and laughing for hours straight. You
Like,
know what?
was it like, what caused yours? Was it like a Reiki session, or was it like an energy during a energy healing session, or is that what came about? What made it come about?
Mine happened during intercourse.
Hey, shit. That, you know what? That's probably. Hey, shit. It's natural. It's natural.
It really is, but, you know, it was like after the orgasm, that's when it was like it just cracked open, and then it was like it felt like joy. I was laughing and crying, like the tears of just happiness, bliss, like, obviously. But I just couldn't stop crying. I was just like, what is this? What happened? What happened?
Now, I've witnessed those. I've never personally had one of those. I've witnessed them.
Okay, so you giving heartgasms out here. That's what you say.
No, I really have.
Find out.
I've witnessed those, real shit. But I felt mine during like a Reiki session. During a Reiki session. And my practitioner is actually on here. I'm not gonna say nothing about her though. She incognito right now. It's cool. I love her. But anyway, anyway, and then also during my experiences, so shrooms, just to let you know, shrooms. Are you into plant medicine?
Yes.
Okay, so shrooms is what actually helped me unlock this gift and this surge of energy that I've been dealing with, right? Mm-hmm. Shrooms is what unlocked it. Now I have the ability to do it on my own without anything, without any cannabis, without any shrooms, because we all get it. We know we are the mushrooms for real. We are the cannabis, like we are the gold, we are the cosmos. Like, all of that is made up. All of that. God, all of that. That's in us. So what I'm really trying to figure out now, and I'm just being honest, because I haven't really figured out everything, like what this gift, what this surge of energy is that I get when I tap in. I have touched people when I've done it before, and then they've given me some examples of what they felt I'm not gonna really tap into that, but I'm really trying to figure out, and it's coming fast, but I'm really trying to figure out what this surge of energy is, because I know it has to do something with healing and healing others, but I'm still trying to tap into it and figure it out. And when we speak on the one-on-one, when we get back on the phone and tap in one-on-one, I'm gonna kind of explain it to you. Maybe you might even be able to help me and be
Oh
like,
yeah.
might be this might be that, whatever. But I think it's something major. I do know that it's major,
Oh
because
yeah.
I've had other people around me, because I've done shroom experiences here at my home. I've had ceremonies at my house where maybe 10 to 12 tribe mates here at one time, when we had some of these shroom rituals and shroom ceremonies. One time we did them on like a full, no, it was a new moon. And I noticed during full moons and new moons, when I tap in, certain ancestors come visit me. And a lot of times they get caught on tape. And I have tape. I'm going to show you some stuff. It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to
I
show
love it.
Yeah, it's like they get caught on tape, which is dope. And the guy's wrist, he knows. That's why he's throwing the fire up. He's actually been with me during the shroom experience, to where he's kind of experienced it a little bit. And then also he's seen some of my ancestors that I've showed him, like on film, that's been caught on film, like around my head and coming out the fire, all kind of, man. It's I know I'm very well protected. I do know that.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
well
Ashe.
protected. So, but yeah, hopefully you can help me tap into this gift more, because it's a beautiful thing. It feels great. I know it definitely starts down in the root area. It feels like definitely like a Kundalini experience, but
Yeah.
we'll talk more about it. But like, it's just, I can't stop talking about it, because it's just such an amazing feeling. And
Yeah.
I just really want to know, and like you said, patience. You said it on the card, patience. So patience is a virtue. So I'm gonna dial down a little bit, but I'm just
I
excited.
love it.
Yeah, I'm just excited about it.
Yes, you should be. That's dope. I mean, Ashe, because like, we definitely are tapping into those healing abilities, and being able to understand how to channel that healing to actually do what it's meant to do. That's going to require, like I was saying, grounding, that because this is high frequency energy that you're getting, and it's coming up from the
So
divine
you can
source.
feel that?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you feel
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yes. Ashe, can I?
I figured you could.
Yes, but it's this, that's what I had to realize, because like you said, like it can get really powerful. It's really powerful. And so, when you understand, like to me, like I have to ground, I have to be out in nature just to like make sure that I can be clear, because it sometimes it can, like the jolts of energy can just consume my body. You get what I'm saying? And
Yes.
so
Yes. And my friend, my guy said, smoke some DMT. You will sit with all your ancestors and they will answer your questions. I believe that. I really believe that. I'm a friend. I really want to at some point go to like a Bofu or Bufu. I know we were talking about it as a collective. We were talking about going to Bufu. Is it Bufu or Bofu? One or the other. I think it's Bufu. But we were
mhm.
talking about going to a retreat, a
Okay.
retreat type of psychedelic retreat. And we want to do a lot of those. Like that's once again one of those things, because the sacred medicines and the healing medicines, they're
Yeah.
sacred. They're here to help us heal. They're here to help us connect. They're here to help us unlock this. Like I told you how the shrooms were able to help me unlock this gift. And now I'm
Ashe.
able to do it on my own. So that's one of the things that we want to do together as a collective, to start raising vibrations and really educating our people about these different ancient medicines. I've even had a couple people come in back in like May and June. We had two plant medicine rituals at my house. So we did Sanaga, and then we did what was the other one? We did Sanaga and we did Hape. Are you familiar with those two?
You know what? It's so interesting. I just learned about that last one. Was it Hape?
Hape, yeah.
Like
Up the nose.
probably about a week ago. Like I've seen some people that were doing it, and I was like, oh,
It's
never
on my
heard of.
page. It's further down. Like it's on my page, like on my YouTube too. We were doing the experience. Like it was, and you don't get a like an altering like high or anything. You just get clarity. You get like from the Sanaga, which was teardrops, not teardrops, but drops in your eye, droplets in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the ancient warriors, and what they used to do is they used to take Sanaga before they went hunting, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes before they went to war, because what it did is it heightened the warriors and the soldiers' 5 senses. And obviously we got more than 5, but it would heighten their senses, period. So therefore, when they were out and about, like if they would hear the prey or the animal coming a lot, that like they would hear it further out, and they would be able to see it and be able to like predict like what the movements of the animals would be, and vice versa. The same thing when they went to war as well too. So like we had people over here that had glasses on. So I'm encouraging people to learn about this this plant medicine, this sacred medicine. They had glasses on. When they had the eye drops dropped into their eyes, it does burn for about 30 seconds. Depending on how strong it is, it can burn longer. Ours was about anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. But once it stops, I mean, picture clear. People took glasses off and were like, man, I've never been able to see like right up front without my glasses, and they were able to see. And it was a pretty dope experience. And then the hape, like you said, you just came across that. That's pretty dope as well too. That clears out the brain, and it like, I mean, it opens your sinuses wide open. It relaxes you, and then you just seem like so calm and relaxed. And it's not a high, but it's like calm and relaxed. And you're just like stuff is just clear and clarity and downloads, and like you're just like, man, this is amazing. So I would encourage you to try that as well too if you never have.
Okay. I'm gonna look into it more then.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
Interesting.
You were about to say something about it. What were you about to say about the hape?
No. I just seen people were talking about it and using it. Okay. And I was asking them like some brief questions, like, what is that? You know, and they said the exact same thing you said about focus and clarity and all, like
it's
calming and all that. But yeah, that's interesting.
And you know, some people may be scared of like the high. I don't want to say high because I don't like to call it high, but the experience. You know, like bofu or shrooms and things like that. Some people may shy away from the experience, but these are 2 great sacred medicines that you can actually do and don't have to worry about actually, you know, receiving a quote unquote high or whatever. It's pretty dope. So I would encourage people to definitely look into it for sure. And if you got questions about it, DM me. I'll make sure I send you guys in the right place to where you can get the proper information and see if it's something to work for you.
Listen, I don't believe anything is said without a cause or a reason. So that was a reason why you even spoke on plant medicine. So anybody that need it, make sure you tap in with them. Ashe.
Let me see. You got anything else? You got anything else you want to share with us?
No, I think we actually pretty much wrapped it up, summed it up.
You got any thing you want to leave us with?
I just want to say to everyone, thank you all for joining us tonight on Planet Wiz 2.0 with the God King here, Leon. I appreciate you for having me on. This has been a beautiful, beautiful experience.
We're going to have to have you come back for sure. We're going to have to have you come back, and then we might, we're going to tap into some different energies and some different frequencies and some different things. So we'll definitely have you back for sure. I appreciate you as always.
Sure.
Goddess. Good vibe said Aquarius question. I'm gonna connect with you. What is your sun sign, by the way?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. That is interesting.
Why? What's yours?
Well, my sun sign is Aquarius.
Okay, that's why you didn't say that.
Moon.
Why you say it's interesting? I'm a Leo though.
I'm gonna tell you. Moon, Virgo, Taurus, rising, ascendant. Because Aquarius. Well, a lot of people, for some reason, when they meet me, they think I'm a Leo. I don't know why. I know I have the lion energy. That's for damn sure.
That's for sure.
That's for damn sure. Look at this lion back here. Like when my hair is down, that's me.
Yes.
You see the blunt in his mouth? Like that's me.
Yes.
No, but seriously, like lion energy is all on me. If I let my hair down, you can really see it. But yeah. So, but a lot of people, they do tell me that I have Leo energy, but I think like Aquarius and Leo,
they're opposite. Like, I mean, they're complementary signs.
Yeah, that's it. So on like on my chart at some point, like sometimes they cross. So I just lately have been having a lot of people like, are you a Leo? Are you a Leo? So that's why I just thought it was interesting, just because I've been tapping in and connected with a lot of Leos lately. So when you said that, I'm like, that makes sense. So that's why I was like, that's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yes, that's divine balance right there.
Ashe. So, what's your moon sign?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Are you emotional?
I am.
You are.
Yes.
She said, I am.
am. I am. But, you know, and that's the thing, too. Like, you know, a lot of my trauma was emotional wounds and traumas, you know, from upbringing and stuff. So I realized that that is also my superpower, is being in tune with my emotions and feelings, because it heightens my sensitivity to be able to tap into my spiritual psychic gifts. So, yeah, it's a catch-22, but, you know.
That Leo energy should balance that out well for you, though.
It really does. And this the kicker, because my rising is Libra, so I definitely have that balance, you know, in there. So
Justice.
It's like a perfect recipe, honestly.
Yeah. You got that justice with the Libra. Okay. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
see. Well, like I said, if you got anything else you want to close out with, feel free to. If not, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Lately, I've been trying to keep them an hour and a half, about around an hour and a half. I know on Planet Wiz, before we upgraded to 2.0, we used to have some shows 3 hours, like three and a half hours. We used to just be vibing. But what
Right.
we would do is, like, a lot of times we have people come in and they'll come in and ask their questions and things like that. We'll bring people on the split screen, because you know you can put 4 people on here now.
Right.
Well, 3 people plus me, so 4. But yeah, so we would just be vibing and going and going and going. But we're gonna keep it a little more professional. We're gonna stick with the hour and a half. So I appreciate you once again for sharing your amazing energy with us. I appreciate everything you brought to the table tonight. I appreciate your Empress energy for sure. I appreciate that reading, because it was definitely on point. And as some of the people in the crowd, they were saying that it resonated with them as well too. So I appreciate you, Goddess. Thank you so much. And I definitely look forward to having you back on. And we're definitely going to connect for sure. We're going to connect again.
Okay.
I got some things I want to share with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Give thanks to everyone. Love you all.
One last thing. Let everybody know where to find you at, and we're going to get on out of here.
Yes, you can find me at Drickah Shine. It's spelled DRICKA, Shine, SHINE. And if you're looking to book with me, if you wanted to join my email list, anything, it's the link in my bio. So, yeah.
I shaded that. Well, you could do me a favor, hit that X. I'm going to close this out, and we're going to get on out of here.
All right. Peace. Thank
you. Peace and love, Goddess. Blessings. All right, let's do it like this. All right, there you guys have it. Drickah Shine. The Goddess went on ahead and brought that big Goddess energy tonight. I appreciate her. I'm going to hit you up with that question. Yeah, definitely good vibes. Hit me up with that question, because like I said, I'm an Aquarius, and I be Aquarius. I be doing Aquarius shit. So I be Aquarius. And I put a post up the other day. I said, when an Aquarius starts Aquariusing, just leave their ass alone. So anyway, I'll definitely get that question answered for you. I appreciate you guys for tapping in tonight. We will be back this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I always say, the universe agrees with a made-up mind. Once again, the universe agrees with a made-up mind. With that being said, it's your boy Leon Wiz White, the Lion King. Peace, love, light, positive vibrations. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Take care. Make it an amazing, magical night. Peace.